Whenever we are adding or subtracting rational expressions, the most important thing to do is to do it vertically. Do not perform these in your head going horizontally. You need to rewrite these vertically and then perform the operations as follows. So I'm going to be writing x over 9 plus 8 over 7. The whole idea is here I'm going to be multiplying each of these fractions by a fraction, which is going to get me another fraction that has a common denominator. So I'm going to take this fraction, multiply it by a fraction to get me another fraction that has a common denominator. Common denominator would be 9 times 7, or 63 in each case. We'd be multiplying this by 7 over 7, which is some version of 1. And we're going to be multiplying this one by 9 over 9, which is some version of 1. X times 7 would be 7x. 8 times 9 would be 72. So when I add up these two fractions, x over 9 plus 8 over 7, I'm really getting 7x over 63 plus 72 over 63, which equals 7x plus 72 over 63. Now, we'll do the same thing here. We're going to look at this subtraction of two rational expressions, and we're going to handle it vertically. We're going to take x fifths subtracting 3 elevenths, and we're going to multiply each of them by a fraction to get us a third fraction with a common denominator. All right? We're going to use structure to our advantage. We're going to take 5 times 11 and get 55 as our common denominator. This would be 11 elevenths, that's our version of 1. This would be 5 fifths, that's our version of 1. X times 11 is 11x. 3 times 5, and we can write the negative sign in here now. Negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. So when we have x fifths minus 3 elevenths, we really have 11x 55ths minus 15 55ths, which equals 11x minus 15 55ths. In each of these cases, if all three of these numbers had a common factor, we could divide by it. So in this case, if each of these three numbers, 7, 72, and 63, all had a common factor, we would be able to divide by it. They do not all have a common factor. These two are multiples of 9. These two are multiples of 7. But these three are not multiples of either. Same thing here. If I had 11, 15, and 55, and they all shared a common factor, I would be able to divide by that factor. But in this case, I am unable to do that.